Easily one of the best players
Oh,
in
yes, he is in
NA.
King. There we go.
He's even going to play Thatch this game instead of his Barraza or something. noeL going to go straight to his Koji. noeL, however, not to be counted out, has made multiple very high-placing results in Gravy Cancel himself.
And he's been an up-and-coming in a lot of tournaments. I've heard people kind of fear playing against noeL, because even though they think that they probably can beat him, his Koji has been just leveling up week after week, and it's been getting tougher and tougher to be able to fight against and play against noeL's Koji. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. As Pugsy's opening up these guns, there's something else that noeL does a lot. I barely see any sword players do this. He consistently lands double D-lights into recoveries. I think the only other sword player that I've seen that's been playing sword at all as of late are like players like Twilight, LDZ, people that really you could say are sword mains. Like otherwise, like I see a lot of D-light stairs. I see a lot of single D-light recoveries, stuff like that.
Huh. Yeah, any sort of high-tier sword main does that combo. It's just one of, if not the best combos in the game. There's a slightly more efficient combo, but it's a lot harder to pull off of downlight, nair recovery, but double downlight's a lot easier to do.
And yeah, like when you say all the high tier sword mains do that, I guess I'm trying to say like in tournament, I rarely see that as of late. But then again, I've also rarely seen sword as of late. And there we go, Pugsy evening up the stocks quite quickly.
noeL did get the first stock though, didn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he did. With a well-placed side stick on the bow as well. Nice nair to be able to read that dodge, and noeL picking up the sword, dodges in, tries to go for the downlight. If he pivoted to that, that would have landed. That was a good dodge in read, but he didn't get the hit. And noeL looking for a little bit more of that damage. I know he wants to find those downlights. Sidelight connects. Oh, I like that weapon toss in that nair. noeL taking the damage lead here, forcing Pugsy to play on his toes as he gets that down air. Weapon toss once again, picks up the bow, looking for something to start. Puts out that side stick, but gets stared in the face, and Pugsy finding that down air. Now has control of center stage, and is keeping noeL off. Nice neutral light to read that dodge in.
Yeah, so far Pugsy has been struggling to really run away with the game like I would have expected him to. noeL getting side aired. Big opportunity here, and he actually dies.
He can't make it back. Yeah.
So here's what happens. If you don't do the weapon throw, you get hit by the ground pound because you already used your dodge. If you don't throw... Yeah, sorry. But if you do throw, you end up like that, where you can't get back. And a huge gimp chance here by Pugsy. He ends up killing himself.
Pugsy gets stared by the bow. That was so weird. Yeah, Pugsy had the opportunity to kill noeL right then and there, but he went too deep.
Though, even though he died.
That is true. And noeL on Koji, not a lot of defense. Neither Thatch doesn't have that either, but they're both really easy to kill super early. And Pugsy finding that neutralize, noeL falls into it. Oh, the nair connects, almost leads in the recovery. That would have been certain death, as Pugsy's looking for this early KO on the noeL as soon as possible. Side stick connects, however. noeL.
I mean, he's a 3 defense Thatch. He eats like one more hit and a side sig, and he's done. noeL already starting to fish for those side sigs. It's very dangerous.
He goes in for those ground pounds. I don't know why he's ground pounding so much, but he does. And noeL putting out that side sig.
Connects for what it's worth. Like, he's trying to read a dodge in, but noeL's just not dodging in.
Damage coming out. This is dangerous. A signature from noeL might kill Pugsy if he gets him on the side of the stage. And pulling on the bow. Wow, that Sarah actually hitting. noeL gets double sared. Pugsy going out deep and getting that first round.
Incredibly close game, though. noeL definitely showing that he is capable of taking this game.
But Pugsy switching up his gun character to Cassidy. noeL's going to be sticking on to Koji's for as long as I see him. I doubt we'll ever see a legend switch unless it's something really troll. He's one. There are players that main weapons, and then there are players that main legends. And noeL is one of those players that mains a legend, being Koji. We're going to Mammoth Fortress for game 2.
All right. So Pugsy's going to switch over to Cassidy. Pugsy really likes his guns. I think the character I've seen him play the most with was Ada, but he hasn't played her much lately. He's been experimenting with a lot of other different characters, and we see that now. Gonna try the Cassidy out versus noeL.
And bringing out that hammer, already spamming a lot of aerials here, trying to get as much onto noeL as possible, but he's just not working. He's getting hit by these unarmed. He hits a neutral light into a nice Sarah, actually. Goes for that Sarah once again. If he went for a recovery, I feel like he could have caught him. And tossing that hammer down, goes in for a nice side light, but does not connect. Ooh, chase dodge, neutral light comes in. Tries to go for another neutral light, does not work out, and noeL tries to go for that end thing, but the dive kick stops, and the side stick connects. Pugsy already set into the orange, has to recover low, and that ground pound connects. That dare will do it. Whoa.
Ooh. Pugsy losing his stock very early. not able to get a lot of damage returned back on the noeL. I've got to imagine he wants his guns, and there they are. Instantly going to work with a down air to neutral light combo, bringing noeL into the red, already in kill percent.
Downer comes out, Pugsyxd. Fighting against noeL here as he puts out that downer. Chase dodges in, but he gets hit by that downer. Recovery comes up, and noeL smartly stops that with a weapon toss. And now trying to go for some more unarmed. He's getting hit by a lot of downers, but nothing else. And Pugsyxd, ooh, gets that down signal.
What happened right there was Pugsyxd went down air, hit the down air, went for a recovery, went for another down air, went for another recovery, and then did down air recovery again. And finally hit the third one.
So Pugsyxd now getting hit by that Sarah. Ooh, noeL just puts out a side stick to reposition, I suppose. And has a little bit of a lead here, but Pugsyxd's really doing some work with these guns. Like, he lost that stock because he was trying to do some silly stuff with the hammer, and then he was just like, alright, I understand. This isn't my main weapon. I'll switch it over. But noeL, not having any difficulty hitting him, gets another Sarah, tries to go for the downer kill once again. Pugsyxd finds that nair, picks up the hammer, goes for that sidelight, but oof, an excellent dodge into a GC downlight. Does not follow it up with anything else.
Still stuck with this hammer, though. He is just not nearly as comfortable with this hammer. Every time he has it, that's when he loses all of his damage. noeL with a big opportunity off stage here. Gets a side sig under the weapon throw for the kill. Only in orange. It's not quite in kill percent yet.
Alright, Pugsyxd picking up the guns. Gets a neutral light, and that will almost put noeL in the kill percent, to be honest. And Pugsyxd looking for those recoveries already as I talk about it. Sidelights come out, second recovery, puts him into a position to get Sarah. noeL finds that down air. Pugsyxd playing very dangerously, and noeL's got control of center stage. Down air comes out. noeL in the red. Down sig tries to read the dodge in, but he doesn't get it. But noeL does not get any substantial string off of it. An excellent side sig to read that chase dodge Sarah. Sarah comes in again. Pugsyxd trying to end the stock with some side airs on the guns. It sucks that he doesn't feel really comfortable with the hammer, because if he did, he probably could get the KO, but I think noeL's going to take this game.
That might be it. He doesn't have enough to get back. He's done. noeL takes the win. 2-0.
No,
2 stock for him.
Oh, 2 stock.
I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah,
you were making that sound like it was the end of the set. I was like, whoa, hold on. We got another game. So it's 1-1, but that was a 2 stock. Pugsyxd's Cassidy not really bringing it out. And I'm not sure if he's still on it. We're going to find out as they pick the maps. noeL picking to ban out the Great Hall and Twilight Grove. And Pugsyxd, oh, of course, he's going to Barraza.
Yeah, he's going to his trier Barraza. He's a gun main. Axe is really good right now. He's been playing Barraza whenever he's tryharding a lot recently, so this is a pick that makes a lot of sense. And I have to imagine this game's going to turn out a lot differently with him on his main character. But noeL, not to be counted out, opening up with a double downlight into recovery.
And he gets the weapon toss for good measure. That's a lot of damage. Even on Barraza, it's a good amount of damage. He actually ground pounds down. I love this. I love how consistent noeL is. Like, when he sees a move that he's going to have trouble like hitting with an actual attack with his weapon, he'll just throw. He'll throw it immediately. It's just be like, oh, ground pound coming in, recovery, toss the weapon. Let's stop that immediately. And it's working. He's got Pugsyxd in the orange. noeL trying to find a little bit more.
With his guns now, though, definitely scary. Already evened the damage up.
Oh, now he's taking the advantage. Ooh, the recovery nearly KOing noeL. Has to chase dodge onto the stage, but then chase dodge down here. Oh, the ground pound. noeL waits him out, tries to find a Sarah. Is Pugsyxd dead? Oh.
Not quite. He's giving himself just enough to return because he was trying really hard to hit that recovery. He hits a Sarah, though, and the follow-up Sarah almost connects. Doesn't quite. Goes for a ground pound that doesn't connect. That Sarah will finish, though. Enough damage, and eventually Sarah will kill.
That Pugsyxd damage that Pugsyxd has right now happened all before he really got the guns and got center stage.
Yeah. When Pugsyxd gets his guns, he's so... He just completely controls the game. That Sarah is actually pretty big, though. Big opportunity. He hits the second Sarah, and that should do it. Pugsyxd losing his stock to just a double both Sarah. That was a very early kill, too. He was in orange.
noeL going in for the sidelight, lands with the nair, but does not work out. noeL is trying to do a little bit more with the sword here, and he gets a nice double D-light recovery. I love that. It's so consistent, and the thing that sucks about it is you can't, unless they really screw up, you're not going to really be able to dodge out of that combo. And the weapon toss comes up from noeL. Actually leads into a Sarah from Pugsyxd, and that weapon toss to stop Pugsyxd from finding any falling dares gets a nice neutral light onto him, but every time these axe moves hit noeL, you've got 8 defense versus 4. So you're seeing, like, noeL gets a double D-light recovery, Pugsyxd gets, like, a Sarah, and the damage is equalized, you know?
Yeah. The axe also just having a ton of base damage.
And as we see that Sarah put him in red.
Yeah. Pugsyxd's looking for a kill already. He's not quite in kill percent himself. Looks like he wants to stick with the axe for the early KO, but he eats a side sig, and that's a huge amount of damage.
Ooh, Sidelight comes out. noeL trying to do a little bit more. Ground pound comes down. Pugsy tries to go for that falling there. Does not work out.
He can't find his way back on stage.
Jeez,
Finally
these signatures from the bows are so terrifying. The end sig nearly connecting, so did the side sig, but Poa. Pugsy.
Oh, that dodge!
That was very good. And that down sig was also... That sword toss even almost connected with Pugsy, forcing him to recover on the stage. noeL didn't get the punish, but both players at kill percent here. He's going to take a few more stairs from Pugsy before he ends the stock. Chase dodge in. Recovery connects. Nice. That was a really great recovery, reminiscent of what Wilson did with the recovery on Spear, you know?
Yeah, and you can do the exact same thing. You can... And that was actually even a little more interesting, because what Pugsyxd did was he jump fast-falled so that he would get to the stage faster and catch noeL off guard with the recovery. And he scooped him off the ground like that. He does lose his stock, though. And
he lost it to a bow nair, so that's how damaged he was on Barraza, to be able to get KO'd by that. noeL trying to go for a side light, does not space it right, and Pugsyxd gets that neutral light off. Push noeL into the deep yellow already. Pugsyxd trying to find a little bit more damage with this axe. Lands the Sair, doesn't get it. noeL finding that double D-Light recovery once again. He's like 100% accuracy with that so far, and the side stick comes out. noeL trying to find a little bit more with this sword. Puts out the down light. Weapon toss comes out. Pugsyxd gets that nair, gets the recovery, but he drops it.
Yeah, drops the recovery, but I mean, just a dare Sair does a ton more damage into another Sair, and big chance here he misses the ground pound.
Pugsyxd using so many dodges finally gets that Sair off. noeL trying to go around. He's so heavily damaged. The side stick comes out. The downer does not connect. Pugsyxd gets hit by that weapon toss. noeL picks up another bow, avoids the end sig. More Sairs coming out. Pugsyxd looking for the kill. The down sig comes out as well. The Sair sends him flying. He does not have to dodge to keep it stuck. Pugsyxd getting that Sair. noeL's so low on jumps. I think he's just dead. What? What? No!
noeL hits the ground pound and Pugsyxd's dead!